Lines go like this, lines go like that. Harvest for Spencerian taught me so many kind of skills. Computer font and calligraphy go hand by hand.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Calligraphy Masters podcast. Guest is somebody from Calligraphy Masters crew. It's someone who I've been following for quite some time. I don't remember actually how much time, but I'm sure it's at least a few years now. He's super skilled. He does mostly copper plates, if I'm not wrong. Welcome to the podcast, Avinash. Welcome, mate. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great, dude. I'm happy to have you on the podcast. I think we spoke a few times to do the podcast, but every time something happens.
Yeah, many times. We chat many times about many of the things. Now, certainly, I'll be honored to have be a member of a CM, and I would really appreciate you, Milan, because you have put all of the masters and everyone together in the community. It's like really growing and really helping so many people, including myself. When I just first started this, I haven't realized I haven't have this kind of thing that, or it's I never imagined that I could be or I will be the member of a CA.
That's super awesome, man. And you just
Yeah.
said when you started, and this podcast is exactly about the journey. So let's start with the beginning, mate. I've been following you for some years, but I don't know exactly when you started calligraphy. So can you tell me a bit more about your background? At what point in your life you met with calligraphy and how long you've been in calligraphy?
Actually, I started it's like 17 year back when I was in my 10th or 7th, I guess I'm around 9 or 10th grade.
Okay.
Then I saw one person who is teaching calligraphy. It's kind of like old English script in our gym sessions. In between the gym session, I guess he was a teacher too. So he was really enthusiastic towards the lettering and all this kind of thing. And then few people gather around and they are looking, and he's what you can say, giving them some kind of a guidance about things. And
Okay.
then I first asked, like, what you're doing, how this letter comes from the pain like that, and that's how I started from the gym. It's like really weird place to start a calligraphy, but yeah,
Yeah, that's
that is
like
that's the real story that happened. And then after that, there will be a no stop for this, and then I just pursue learning so many different script with it. So
do you
that
remember what script was this that he
uh,
introduced you to?
I think it's Old English. He is, yeah, Old English that Priyansh do nowadays. Old English is very tough script. I know in some of the angles, if we talk about the technicality, but yeah, that was my first script that I started with. But I'm really
Well,
bad at
the truth is, I don't know how many people know this. I think I've spoken with Paul about it
yeah.
on some of the podcasts, maybe Nibs podcast, not sure about it. But the thing is, Old English is not a script, it's actually a
Ah,
font. So,
exactly,
I mean,
exactly,
calligraphers can do it, but there is so much problems because there is a lot of pen manipulations and angles, which
exactly,
usually you don't
exactly.
have them in the scripts. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it seems to be like really difficult to do the one letter, especially the capital, we can say.
After you were hooked, I guess you were hooked at this point. Like, what were the next steps? Like, did you attended some classes? Did you find some books, or did you learn on your own? What was the process for you?
Okay, so after that, I continue with that person for a few months, and then after that, I realized, like, when I search on the Google, because internet that time internet is not that much involved, or what we can say right now, what we are talking, that couldn't happen.
Mhm.
So I go through a step by step of like searching through different mediums like books, then some articles are there, and then I started begin this. Then I met my few of the mentors. One of them is from JJ School of Arts, which is a very reputed institute here for a fine arts and all those kind of thing. It's from Mumbai, and that's how I met my first mentor who taught me everything from like a root. His name is Shashikant Pense. So he's the one who taught me so many kind of skills, compositions, balance of the letters. And he especially likes copperplate. He used to call it as an English round hand. So I didn't catch them like why it is round hand, why it is English round and all those kind of stuff. And then I begin rooting that and then I digging you up. And then I realized like the script have a different names and different centuries or what we can say in a years. So it will be evolve likewise. And that's how I got into the this kind of a thing. Then it again rooted me very deeply. Then I talked to many masters like Susan Cunningham is there. Then we have Michael Searle, sir. Then I introduced to the class of Harvest for Spencerian, and that's how it's like year by year I'm getting grow up in the pointed pen script like a different one. That's how we get involved. And nowadays I just have like what you can say it's like some kind of a thing that crosses my mind every time to make a monograms in copper plate because I never seen monograms in copper plate or pointed point script. Never. They are I like few people are doing it. I don't know. Uh, but I try to experiment with all this kind of thing. Now I'm just experimenting with the letters, like combining them into like monograms and everything. I guess.
Yeah, of course.
So this is what it's going. And now like people asking me to like make a logos and everything in monograms and copper plates and all those kind of stuff. So it's been like a really wonderful thing for me to like a starting point, and I don't know what's the end of it, but my starting journey is like very what I can say graceful and very nice to go through all those kind of box steps and everything to make a mistake, all those kind of like how it feels when you do something with your
Yes.
own. So it's like that. So
Okay, but
that's how I
you've
started.
been in calligraphy for 17 years.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and like what were the biggest struggles you had in the beginning? What was the most difficult thing for you? Was it easy to find tools? Was it like what was the stuff that was hard for you at the beginning? I guess the first year, so I don't know.
Yeah. It as you said, like yeah, in India we don't have a quality material, so it's really hard to find the oblique holder, the nibs, then broad edge nibs, like others, and then it's really hard to find a specific tool for the script to go with. So at the beginning, couple of years are really difficult for me to just search for different material and all those kind of stuff. And then at one point, then I realized like what oblique holder I'm using is really wrong, and I'm using it for 3 years, and it's totally wrong when someone told me about this. And then I realized I have to buy a proper holder, oblique holder. So that was like a bit of a struggle of a year for me to search a proper holder, proper nib for certain angle. And then my brother from USA took my to like what I can say brought a one holder from John and Neil. I still remember and I still have that. It was my first oblique holder that he brought as a Christmas gift for me
Okay.
from USA. So that was like really a wonderful thing that everybody supports that craziness of mine to push towards calligraphy and all this. Yeah. So that's a bit of a struggle about the material. It's really hard.
But you said it's struggle to find materials. Are you talking about the period when you were starting like 17 years ago, or is it still today hard to find tools?
Uh, no. At the beginning of this time only, yes. At the start of my year, like we can say is like 2010 or maybe before that, like 2008 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
At that era, I think nobody knows like what kind of a thing required for a copper plate or what kind of a things or inks required for or a proper paper and everything required for a calligraphy. Nobody have any idea about it.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, if I compare like back and now, then it will be like really a very big change nowadays in the Indian market too. Like you can get anything in India right now. If you wish, yeah, you can bring everything home.
Are there a lot of people like getting involved with calligraphy in India? Because I think the biggest number of calligraphy masters crew members is actually from with Indian people. It's like it's you, it's Abhay, it's Sachin, it's Prayansh. Like
Yes.
probably there are some more people. I don't know right now. Those are the first that pop in my mind.
So yeah, so many. Yes. Nowadays they are getting the awareness towards the calligraphy because I guess calligraphy market get what you can say. We cannot say the booming, but it's going towards like the people or the society is appreciating calligraphy work nowadays. Now they understand like what they saw on the billboards, what they saw on the nameplates or everything. It's not just a font. It's actually a calligraphy that go with it. Like font and calligraphy go hand by hand. So nowadays people prefer mostly to do a customized thing for their wedding invites and everything like that. So that's why so many people and artists are nowadays involving into the calligraphy too.
I don't know if this is the main, like I know about Devangari script. Is this the main Indian?
Devanagari. Yeah, Devanagari. Yeah.
Okay, like why are not, like I haven't seen many people do it. Like I think the only people that I've seen doing it is like Dilbag. I don't know if
Dilbag, yeah.
Yeah. But
he's doing that.
Most Indian calligraphers that I know, they don't write with it. Why is this? Can you write Devangari in calligraphy?
Yeah, I do.
But why don't you upload anything?
Yeah, I guess mostly Devanagari is a kind of a, what you can say, it's a historical script that we have is from the Sanskrit, and before that we have a Modi script. So Devanagari script is really beautiful if you ask me, like, but yeah, you need a lot of patience to go with the compositions and everything. I guess few people find it, or many of them find it like difficult to, what do you can say, grab or master the script. Others, like if we talk about the few of the calligraphers from India, they are doing really fine in Devanagari. Like they have that kind of a skill. Like Narayan Bhagwat is there, who is a CM member. Again, Dilbag is also one of them who experiment with these scripts. So yeah, many people do that kind of Devanagari script in India. Many of them, they do. I guess you haven't come across like a really skilled or mastered people. I'll send you the profile of them. So just go through that and you will be amazed.
That would be cool because I follow a lot of Indian calligraphers, but
you'll be
there's
amazed.
like probably 2 or 3 that I know, like that I mean that I know that they're doing this, but I'm like, why you're not uploading stuff like this? Why Sachin is not uploading stuff like this? Why Abhay, like
he's really I guess everybody have the choice of, like, have their own choice of defining the script. Like I like thick and thin lines, so I stick to copperplate or Spencerian or maybe Gothic is also one of my favorite, like Fractal, if we can imagine. So these are my favorite. I guess many people have their own favorite scripts to work with. I guess they're good at it. That's why. Maybe I'm not good at it, Devanagari, but I can do it. Be honest with you.
But are you not able to do Devangari script with both pointed and broad edge nib? Or
yes, we can do that. We can do that.
okay.
Even with the pointed pen, yes, we can do that. Even with the pointed pen, I do.
Man, this is annoying. Like I really don't understand, like, guys, why you're not doing this. Like,
yeah, definitely, you have a good point, because if you have like an what you can say, we called it as a national script or something like that, because Devanagari is like, Dev means God and Nagari means a city. So it's
okay.
a city of a god. So that's why the name is given as Devanagari script. So that's the meaning. If you go like previous whatever manuscript that we have, the Vedas or everything, it has been written in Devanagari calligraphy only.
Okay.
Like I have a very interesting thing to show you. I have like a really small tiny manuscript which is written handwritten totally in the Devanagari.
Show it to
I'll
me.
just show you. I'll just show you one sec.
Right. Look what I have.
Oh shit! Seriously?
Of
Wow, it's
course.
a Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, I know. It's a Bhagavad Gita. Right. Nice.
So Is this what like inside? Is this Devanagari or is it Sanskrit? Because you know there's like
It's a Sanskrit. It's a
stuff
Sanskrit,
like
but
this.
the script, yeah, it's a Sanskrit.
Okay.
But the calligraphy of that words of a Sanskrit word is called Devanagari. So this is the smallest or tiniest manuscript that I have.
But man, this looks so beautiful and cool, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. You can say that. Yes. And there are so many pages into that. They have really nice composition sense and everything you can see here. Look
Oh.
at this.
Have you
They have
done this?
design. No, not at all. One
Okay.
of my friend gifted me. This is really old. It's like a manuscript that I have to just what we can say.
How old is it?
I guess it's from near about 2, 3, 400 years back.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
really what you can say precious thing that one of my friend who work in archaeological department, he sent me this. Like his master have given to him and he passes to me. So it's like
Wow.
we are passing generation by generation. It's like that we have to do.
This is something super cool to own.
I'll send you one or two pages of this for your
Seriously?
collection. Yeah, you can frame it out. Yeah,
Oh
definitely. You should
man.
have in the collection.
Oh,
You
this
should
is so I'll put it here on my wall.
definitely go with that. Definitely go
Okay,
with that.
so I guess like you said, like of course every calligrapher does what style he likes. This makes totally point to me. But and I understand like you as Indians and you have your own language. Maybe you have interest to do English calligraphy, but don't you think that the rest of the world who is watching, we are interested in seeing like your own thing, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely. I rather miss like most of the masters told me about the same thing. Why don't you write the Devanagari script or something like that? I guess why people choose English over the Devanagari or what we have is because of, I guess it's because of the global market that they want to stand out on copper plate. Because when I started doing copper plate in India in 2017-16, nobody is doing copper plate that time. No one. No one. So then one fine morning, then my master told me, now it's a time you should share the script all around the India. And then I started teaching. Like then I started taking a personal physical workshop, have a batch of 15 people in a cafe, and then we just sit around and we have a chat, and then we learn together. Is like that kind of a thing. I have started doing it, and I have a student base of like 3,000, 4,000 plus students right now. I'm connected with. Like
What?
yeah,
You have
yeah, yeah.
taught more than 3,000 people?
Yes, yes.
Good.
It's
Wait,
like 75 workshops physical and 50 workshops online in pandemic.
wow.
I do
Wait,
that. Yes, I
wait.
do that.
I had a question, but you just blown my mind, man.
I do. I do.
My question was like, at what point did you start teaching? Like, how many years since you begin you decide, or did you actually decide it, or was it your master, as you said, that made you teach the people?
Yeah. He's the one actually. After like when I begin copper plate and all those script, then after like 3 or 4 year, when I'm doing good at the compositions and all the letters, when I find a good balance over the pressure and all the things, then he told me like, why not you teach? Because he's around 75 and right now he's around 85 right now. So
Okay.
he was a retired professor. So, but he has that kind of a charisma or enthusiasm to teach, to like passionately, you should do this kind of thing. And then he told me like, I have a dream to teach in India, but I cannot able to now travel. So why not you just complete that dream for me? So then I started doing that. So it is like a really privileged kind of thing for me to meet everyone around the country, to travel different places, to meet different people, to learn from them, to teach them. It's like really a nice thing. So I started beginning teaching in 2017 after 6 years of copperplate journey. Yeah.
But you said like you were the only one doing copper plate.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
did you learn it? Like, did you learn by yourself? Did you learn online, or how did you learn copper plate?
My teacher taught me like physically. He used to travel to my city, and then we sit together for 4 or 5 or 6 hours continuously to correct the things, forms, everything. It's like that. Yeah. Now he still comes to my studio. He still sits with me, and we discuss like a long hour, 2, 3. So it's like a never-ending process once we sat down.
What are your favorite nibs to write copper plate?
Initially, as the beginner, I love doing work with the Nikoji,
Okay.
and then gradually I shifted to Principal EF, and nowadays I'm using Hunt 101. Best name to do copper plate. Hunt
Why?
101.
Like, what's the difference between those three nibs? Because I follow a lot of calligraphers. I love seeing copper plate, but man, me and pointed nibs is just I don't know. I never done it. Like I have pointed nibs, but I'm just not doing it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I told you it's like a preference that we choose. Like this is my one of the favorite key thing, and then you can deep rooted into that. So
No,
it's
it's
like
not like this. For me, it's just like for me, it's a huge
no, I
struggle
don't
to
believe.
write with pointed nibs. I like it. It just seems it's very difficult for me. I don't know. Maybe I haven't tried
Yeah.
enough, but so what's the
Mm-hmm.
difference in those three nibs?
Okay, the first one, Nikoji, if we take, it's like a beginner-friendly nib that you can put a pressure and it will won't bite you again. That is the thing. So, but when you gradually go for like principal EF, it's like really flexible nib, and that's why they're naming it at EF is like extra flexible, I guess, or extra fine in
Extra
another
fine.
term, extra
Yeah.
fine in another term. But when nibs get extra fine, then when you put the pressure, the times are getting like, so you have to be controlled your pressure. So that actually that nib taught you to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really that kind of a thing you have to be. It's like what you can say principally is like a darling. You have to just play around with her, but gently, not roughly. If you do like that, she will never obey you anything. So that's the way. And if you go for Hunt 101, Hunt 101 is like what we can say. It's like um, it's more flexible than principally, more
Mm-hmm.
flexible. Yeah, and that's why I like Hunt 101 more as compared to the principal nib because your hand gets used to that nib by using it so many times, so many years, and then you realize now you want something other. And then when I introduced like first time when I got a Hunt 101, I was like so happy. Now I don't want any other nib to do it. So it's like that kind of a thing and difference in between the three nibs.
You told me it was hard to find tools, but was it the same about materials like papers and inks? How was it about it?
I guess early during like 2018 or 19, near about 1920, when market get realized that now we have to bring so many calligraphy material, and then yeah, the main question begins with like what kind of a paper we should use because every ink we use on the paper it will get bleed. So we don't want to do like that. So that's how we get what we can say. I I I go to shops. I used to get so many papers, and then I tried it, and then I write it on it like which kind of a paper, whether it's a bond paper or HP premium papers and all those Canson papers, and then I go with that. But yeah, we have these kind of what you can say category of paper in India because of the quality printing materials and everything around. So yeah, we have the paper. So it's not a bit of a struggle with the paper, but with ink, yeah, definitely because we only know Sumi black ink that time when we started it. We never know about the walnut. Walnut is like we introduced, yeah, that is also the thing. Then they manufactured in 2000, I guess, 17, 16. No, after that, yeah, 2016, 17 or 18, near about that. Krishna ink. They have like really nice ink. That was my first ink too in a color shades. It was
Really?
really nice. Yeah,
Do you
I
know?
like their shirts.
Do you know the guy who makes them? I don't know who I spoke with. I'm not sure, but they told me it's some doctor who made those.
Exactly. Yes, 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 yes. He
So
is the
do you
doctor.
know him personally or?
No, not actually. But I know the guy who works for them, who marketize and everything. Because one day in a paint show, we used to have like benches next to each other because we are preparing the metallic inks, as Teja, my wife, do in Ori and Kelly. So she do a lot of things like metallic inks and every time when we started out. And that time we are there in the paint show to like exhibit all the kind of material that we have for calligraphers. And then next to me they have their own stall. So I got a privilege to know them better, like how they do what they do or what kind of a process they're involving with while making this. So but yeah, I really appreciate they have like so many nice color over there.
What's your favorite thing to use nowadays?
Nowadays, I guess I use metallic inks
Okay.
and the divine inks that we prepare here, because I like the inks according to my, what you can say, color palettes and everything. So I we so personally me and my wife are making the inks for a calligraphy. Like I don't know whether
You make them
uh,
yourself?
yeah, this is it.
So this is your own brand?
Yeah, this is my own brand, and this is totally a pink color. It's like blush pink. You never get that kind of thing. So we
Why I
take
don't know that you
inspiration.
have a ink, man.
I'll
What?
send you. I'll definitely. Teja is asking me to send you a few of things. I'll definitely send you.
Wait. Just how do you make ink yourself?
Uh, yeah, well, it's a process. Like you know certain things, and basically, yeah. I forget to tell you that I'm a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
So yeah, so I have a knowledge of the chemicals, I have a knowledge of machineries, I know how to produce the things. So I go with like combination of everything into that.
Okay.
into into brand.
When did you start making inks?
2 3 years ago.
Okay. And how did you decide it? Was it like a decision or out of need or what?
Yeah, out after need, like in a pandemic, what happened? Like there were you cannot go out, you cannot shop, you cannot do anything. So I'm running out of the ink. And then I have this idea of why not to process the ink or to make ink with whatever available in my inventory. And then I started doing it.
Hmm.
Like I started doing with the beetroot ink. You know that beetroot? Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
know. I mean, yesterday I ate salad from beetroot.
That that's the thing. That's how we started. And then we have ingredients in Indian cuisines, like what we can say. We have turmeric. It's like a yellow color. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so you can make a ink out of the organic things too. So that is like a really easy process. So that's how we started doing it,
But
like with the home with the
wait,
home thing, and
man,
then we
this
are
is super
producing
cool. Does it
it.
last long? Like, wait, I'm confused because, for example,
Yeah,
I know if I make, for example, fresh juice out of beetroot, I can drink it and everything, but I'm pretty sure if I leave it in the fridge or something for, I don't know, few days or
it will
something,
start.
it will start going wrong, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
how do you make it into ink without
Uh,
getting up?
nice question. Okay, so what I do is I take a beetroot, I just pop it into the water, soak it overnight. After that, the color will get changed, and then you can crush the beetroot into smaller pieces, and then you can crushing it, and you'll get a juice out of it. That
Okay,
juice you can add a few drop of a gum arabic, and you'll set. You can use that beetroot as a gum arabic. Yeah,
that's
as an
all.
ink. Yeah,
That's
that's
all.
all. Yeah, it's a very easy process to do
Are you joking with me?
that. Not at all. You can go to internet and you can find yourself. There is a process for this.
So are you making only pink or red ink, or you do all kinds of colors?
Nowadays we are doing like 15 to 16 shades of colors, all the things. And recently we have launched like a walnut shimmers. You have a walnut ink with the shimmers. When it dried out, you will get a brown shimmer kind of thing into that. So
Dude, what? What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
let's make some ink for calligraphy masters, man.
Well, definitely, why not?
No, I
Why
mean
not?
a calligraphy masters brains. We can do a collaboration because I don't know how to do it, but apparently you up for
Yeah,
this?
yeah, definitely. We can go for that. We can
Oh
go for that.
man, this is so cool. Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
why I never have you ever shared this on your Instagram? Did you do inks or something? Like, where do you sell them? Like, why I'm
Okay.
confused. Why I don't know
Yeah,
about it.
I'll tell you the other account that we have as a name of Ori and Kelly. I think you have heard the name
Wait.
post Ori ORIAND
O R I.
IAND
Yes, this is your account.
Ori and Kelly. Yeah, my wife is actually manufacturing all the inks, metallics and liquid and everything. Yep, that's the one.
Dude, I'm following it and I don't even know that it's you. And
actually,
you never
actually,
even asked. Have you asked me
yeah.
to promote it? Maybe you asked. I don't know.
No, I don't know. It's like no, it seems very wrong to me, doing this kind of a thing. But yeah, Teja, my wife actually do all those kind of inks, liquid inks, and she have a knowledge of chemicals, all those things, and so that's how she produce. We both produce this kind of stuff.
Well, I feel bad now. I just checked the messages. She asked me if it's possible to share, and I said unless it's sponsored, I can't share. But
Yeah.
I didn't know it's you, man. Like, come on, man. What you should have asked me. You're like part of the crew, man. This man, I'm so pissed right now.
No issue, no issue. You can take your time. It happens because I don't want people to say like you're taking a benefit of your membership. So I don't want to do like that.
Man, you're part of the crew. Like you support calligraphy masters, I
Yeah,
support back with whatever I can.
yeah,
Guys,
definitely.
guys,
Yes, yes.
whoever is watching or listening now, go to Instagram, Orion D Kali, go follow. I haven't tried the inks, but they look super cool. I'll
Definitely.
try them soon, so make sure
You,
support his ink.
you will love it. You'll love it. I'll definitely send you few of them. You'll love it.
Man, that's awesome. Okay, I want to speak. You have maybe you have much more products which I don't know, but there is a product that I know you have. It's
Mhm.
like the lining. What is it?
Grid, the stencils, we call it guideline stencils. Yeah.
Okay, can you show it
Yeah.
like for the people who don't know and they're watching?
Yes, 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 yes. I have that in like a smaller size right now, like this. So this is the acrylic one that you can make a lines over here. So we have a different sizes for that,
Uh,
like
is,
this.
is is this made out of paper or what? What's this
Uh,
material?
no. It's a hard acrylic
Okay.
that yes, because I designed this myself
Uh-huh.
and I go to the lasers and the lasers are doing these cutting jobs for me. Like uh, we own a laser thing also. Like when we are producing this kind of stuff, yeah, definitely. Okay, you can be like booming now. Like what's happening, right? It's, so this is how this kind of stuff. So
So,
I invented um, it because like I know your further question like why I do this kind of stuff, like why I produced it. So
mm-hmm,
it's a really simple thing. Uh, when we want to set to practice, then we definitely want to have a linings into that. But when I just get a regular ruler and then I try to do it, every time I fucked up. So it's like pissing me off every time when I lines go like this, line go like that, and then I realized no, we need a proper some system kind of thing that you can just put and you can make a lining within a 1 minute.
mm-hmm,
And that's how one summer I got the idea to just design everything. I go to the laser cutters and then they cut it everything. And when I just mark the first of like my 10 lines without getting any difficulty, then I realized like this is a nice and best solution for every calligrapher to have it. Until now, like I guess uh, in a Indian market, like 90 to 95% people have this product. right now. Yes, they have. Yeah, they have. If you ask
Dude,
anyone, they have it.
like, and when did you design this? How long time ago?
I think in year 2000, I produced it.
Damn. Okay, this makes sense that everybody has it. Like, it's been like what,
Yes,
22
yes,
years?
yes. So many years. Yes.
Ah, this is so cool, dude.
Yeah.
So, what
It's like
other products do you have that I don't know about?
so like so many we have. Like so many we have.
But I mean,
Like
I mean calligraphy related products.
so many.
Like what?
We mm, like we have a metallic paints, then we have a grid lines, then we have a engraving machines too.
Okay.
Nowadays, yeah, engraving is like booming, so we have a engraver. We available the engraver in India for everyone, those who are struggling with that, because finding a good engraver is really a task here. So uh, we got it from the third party, and then we are bringing it down for every calligrapher here in India. And after that, we have oblique holders too for everyone, those who need a wooden oblique holder or a thing like this. So I have an oblique holder, this one, and the wooden ones too. Like
But do you
every
make
kind of.
them?
Yep, wooden,
Dude,
yes.
how many things are you doing, man? Like, I really love this podcast because I thought I know stuff about you, but then I'm learning so many things right now. This is so cool.
Yeah, and I have like so many collections of a vintage nib in my collections. Like I have around like 200, no, sorry, 200 or 300 nibs, antique vintage nibs in my collections. Then inkwells, other few of stuff like that. I love to collect.
But okay, you said it's hard to find nibs. Like, how do you
Yeah,
find two, three
after
hundred different nibs?
so so my mentor told me like when he used to travel so many countries like Hong Kong or somewhere, and whenever whenever he visited every city or every place, he used to go to flea markets. In Europe or somewhere they have a flea markets, big
This
flea
is
markets. Yeah, and they are selling this kind of vintage stuff and everything. Then he used to collect this kind of a nibs, boxes, inkwells from every flea market. And that's how he also purchased for me too. And then when he come to my home, he'll gifted me everything, like this is for you, this is for you, it's like that.
this collection out of two, 300 nibs. Is it just you collect them and they sit somewhere, or you've written with all of them?
A few of them I try, a few of them I have framed it, so that I nicely want to display that. Some of them I have just put it into the nice box so that they'll be protected. I'll show you one interesting thing here. I
Okay.
got in one limited edition box of a nib from Birmingham, and they have only 7 or 8 or 10 boxes like this in the world. So this is a nib box. Well, yeah, it's like a book shape. If you see here, it's like a book shape kind of thing. It's like a
Dude,
total book, and then we have a hook here to unclose it.
can you open it just to see?
Yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. Why not? So it's like this. It's a total this kind of a thing, and then I have some of the nibs inside too. It's
Man.
like a die they made. I was just so amazed to see the box like this.
So there are
Really,
only 10 boxes?
only 10 or 15 boxes, I guess, not
Oh,
more like
I
this.
don't like this box. It's not cool, man. No, no, this is super cool. Like, I'm stunned right now, and a bit envy, but it's all good.
No, because in India also we have many flea markets and everything. You will find so many interesting things like this. This is the inkwell that we have. This is the inkwell actually. Yeah, this is the inkwell.
Good.
They have like this, and I think this is like detached from the center, and this is the holder. This is the holding thing. You can put a oblique holder or something inside here like this, and
Okay.
it is like this. But they have a really beautiful carving and everything on it. It's like really nice to see this kind of a thing. If you can. calligraphy.
Man, I want stuff like this as well.
I'll definitely send you a few of them.
This is the only box I have.
I'll send you a better one. I'll send you a good one with the vintage one. I have 2 or 3. I'll definitely send you that.
Crazy. I want to speak a bit more about the teaching. You said like you taught like what was it, 2,000-3,000 people?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and you said you're doing online classes.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
doing them via Zoom or what?
Yes. Previously, when I started in 2018, I taught it around like from 2018 to recently 2021, and like 2020, around 2020, I have like taken a 30 to 35, yeah, 50 physical classes, including Malaysia. I do 2 flourishing classes over there. Yeah, in Malaysia also I've done the 2 workshops, and in India I have done like 35 plus workshops in different cities. uh, when pandemic started, that time it's like really booming. I have to take like 3 classes a month of a
Hmm.
2020 batches over the Zoom. It's like crazy kind of thing that I've gone through. People are so much towards the calligraphy, like, yeah,
Okay.
have that kind of enthusiasm. Like 50 plus nowadays is like, I'll just show you one thing. Like last, I have a 39th batch right now. It's beginning. So I named the groups like workshop 39 and everything like that. So this was the last group that I have. Workshop 39. It's an online group. 1 to 39.
Okay. Wow. So
It's like that.
you're teaching via Zoom, right? Or
Yes. I teach via Zoom.
how long is the class? Is it a 1 day? Is it few hours? Is it 2 day class?
Uh, it's a 3 days class, 3 hours every day. Then I have to took 2 batches, like morning batch. Those who want to prefer to morning batch, they do a morning, and those who want to those are comfortable with the evening batch, they come to the evening batch. So
Mhm.
that's how I do. That's how I take a 2 batches for a one workshop, and
Mhm.
3 hours for 3 days fully, like from every little detail to the beginning. And I'll amazed to see people are doing really good over the Zoom also. It's like I never did. If somebody teach me like I never did that. I never do that like that, but they are doing it like
Okay.
really do better.
I guess you're like it's not so calligraphy is not just a hobby for you, it's also your profession, or you're doing something
Exactly.
else.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
At, at,
You're right.
at what point did you become your profession? I guess for some time it was just a hobby, but like
Yeah.
how much time it took before you went like 100% into it?
Uh, and like I was when I was married, like 2013, then I joined as an assistant professor in engineering college. So I'm teaching there. But in between that, then I realized that that path is not for me, because I guess every day when I came back from my college, every day I have to sit to my table like evening, and then I have to just go for 4 or 5 hours of doing calligraphy, like what I like. And then when my mentors told me to start teaching, then I realized, no, now it's a point where I have to convert my passion to profession, and I have to go and meet the people, teach and educate them. And that's how I started with it. Like 2018 is the base where I changed my passion to profession, and then I realized again that calligraphy is not only for teaching; it will go along with logo designs, monograms, and all the customized names. So then I begin working with the different brands. Then people come to me to have their wedding invites written, the name writing, then all the things. So that's how I get into the process of like a profession. And it will take around like, I guess in my point, it will take me 3 or 4 years to just convert this whole thing into the profession.
Mhm.
And then before the lockdown, the then I realized, it'll be like too hectic for me to manage both of the things, the engineering college teaching and then doing this as an profession. And then I quit my job. as a professor. I quit my job and now I'm doing freelancing from like last 3 or 4 years.
So you have actually a professor title? You're a professor?
Yeah, I'm a master's in mechanical engineering. I'm a master's.
So this is the first professor on the podcast, guys. Or maybe
Yeah,
at least the first that I know. Man, this is so cool.
yeah, yeah. I
But
guess I guess I also amazed with the fact that Sachin inspiration is, or Sachin is Sachin sir is also a CEO of one IT company. I was like blown away. Like, what you doing? He's
for what? He's what?
he's actually in charge, or what we cannot say the in charge actually, but he's a CEO of one IT firm. Did you know that? No?
No.
Ask him. Ask him. Ask him.
Like I don't remember. I mean, I think it was so long time ago that when we recorded the podcast with him, but I don't have such a memory.
Yeah,
Well,
he
I mean,
is.
I know he was doing something with IT,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
dude, really?
Yeah, he is a technical person, because when I met him in Mumbai, that time he told me like what I do for that, and he is working for one American firm and all those kind of things are there. But he is actually uh, engineer too, so he is an engineer also. Don't know why
So
why most of the engineers are coming toward calligraphy.
yeah, that's interesting. Like actually, you know, Toga Girgin, he's from
Yes,
Turkey.
yes.
He's also an engineer.
What are you saying? What? Seriously?
Toga is
Nice,
engineer, man.
nice, nice, nice.
That's a funny question. Why engineers go into calligraphy, man?
You don't know.
Yeah, but this is cool. Okay. Uh, are there any calligraphy masters, like I mean, real calligraphy masters in India that they are known to you guys, but I might don't know them, like they're not on Instagram or something like this. People that everybody in India knows, but people like me, people outside of
Yeah,
India don't know about.
yeah. We have like in Devanagari that you asked me, in Devanagari we have many masters here. One of them is like and in the pointed pen also we have a very nice mentor of mine. Is the second mentor of mine, Manish Soni. So
Okay.
he's also Manish Soni. He is also a calligraphy artist, and he's doing ornamental and business cursives and all those kind of things. It's like really difficult script to go with. Ornamental Spencerian is really difficult, but
Mhm.
he taught us very well during the pandemic. And then again, for Devanagari, we have so many artists like Rakru Joshi that we have. He passes away. He passed away, but he's one of the leading person who actually, what you can say, rooted calligraphy in India, like Devanagari, experiment with the types and all those kind of things. So yeah, so
Hmm.
he does that. Rakru Joshi is one of my favorite calligrapher and typographer too.
Uh,
He's really knowledgeable person, but uh, he just he's not with us now. But
okay.
his work is still teaching so many new beginners or calligraphers like me.
Where can his work be found? Is it in books or
Uh,
is it online?
yeah, it's online IDC, the industrial. I think it's IDC. It's a school of a typography, also in Mumbai, and under the IDC they hold so many programs, exhibitions, and all those kind of thing for these kind of exhibitions or his work. And they every year they celebrate the typography day, so that every calligrapher and typographers and everything, they can meet, they can discuss on various types, faces, all those kind of stuff. So many calligraphers are there. So yeah, so
And
we have like so we have few of the masters. There is another one of the person, I think Vipul is one of a person, Vipul
this now
Sandagar.
this one I heard
uh,
about.
Vipul Sandagar, he is also one really nice Devanagari calligrapher. I know. Like if you want to see the name, I'll just send you the profile and you'll be amazed with the work.
I think I know him, man. Wait,
Yeah,
just a second.
Vipul Saundagar. Yeah,
Let me show if this is the one.
yeah, Vipul Saundagar. Yeah, he do nice work in Devanagari.
He's following me on my personal account, not calligraphy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. That's the Devanagari thing.
Does he speak English?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And maybe I'll make a podcast as well, man.
Yeah, definitely go with him. Definitely. He's a very nice person and he's very talented into Devanagari script. You'll love to see. Again, we have a Narayan Bhagwat, is the one of our crew member. He's also doing Devanagari. Really nice. Italic and Devanagari. Narayan Bhagwat.
Is this the NS?
NS, yes, NS.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the person. Yes.
Yeah,
NS.
NS. I guess you know all the Indian people that I featured on Calligraphy Masters, right? Are
You
there
can.
are there any popular that haven't been featured? And I don't know, like I mean, modern young people like you guys, not like the masters that you.
Masters, the older people. Yeah, you should ask about Manish Soni sir. Then we have one master in calligraphy, Achut Palo. I guess you have heard the name many times, Achut Palo. I'll send you the profile.
Yeah, it would be cool if you send me some profiles,
Yes,
because
I'll do send you the profile. So Devanagari, like we have so many people are doing it nowadays. Like
I
even
guess
though go ahead.
Devangari is the main Indian script, right?
Yes,
But
yes,
are there
exactly.
I guess there are more Indian scripts which I don't know. Like,
Yes, I think we have like Malayalam calligraphy, then Telugu calligraphy. So it's
okay.
like a languages in a particular state, like Telugu, Malayalam is the language,
Mm-hmm.
and the people from there, like young people and some old people also, like masters, they are doing this kind of a different script calligraphy. So yeah, we have that. Like then we have a Punjabi, it's a Gurumukhi calligraphy,
Okay.
that Gurumukhi calligraphy. Then again, we have Bengali calligraphy from Calcutta, Bengal. I think Anandita do more few of them. The Bangla calligraphy is there, Bengali calligraphy. Then like so many. We have like I think 200 languages or something like here. So yeah, if I'm not wrong, just Google me because I don't know how many languages we speak in India.
But
So
what's your personal favorite calligraphy in Indian calligraphy style?
uh, in the Indian calligraphy, if you ask me, it's around like uh, in Indian calligraphy, yeah, Devanagari mostly, and then we have another one is a Nepali script. Yeah,
Nepali scripts?
it's yeah. It's called one sec. I forget the name, but it's really nice. How many languages we speak in India? It's 22 languages of India. Main 22 languages we have
Okay.
here, and
Wow.
every language can be converted to calligraphy, like Gujarati calligraphy, then Malayali, Tamil. So yeah, it's like
Okay.
list is goes on.
How many Indian languages you speak in that case?
One, two, three.
What? Okay, can you say calligraphy masters in all those three languages?
I think I can okay. In the Indian language, I can prefer to go with Marathi and then Hindi
Okay.
and or कौन सी है? I guess I don't know. Like I've been trying, but I don't able to speak the third language so clearly. So, but yeah,
Okay, but
like
say calligraphy masters in two Indian languages that you can speak.
okay. Let's go. Uh, what we call the masters in Marathi? I just have to remember it. Took one sec. I think is what we call the masters in Marathi. Oh, shit. Okay.
But do you speak
Masters
Indian in
in
day to
Marathi.
day or you speak English in day to day?
In day to day, I speak Marathi mostly and
Okay.
Hindi.
Okay.
Hindi and Marathi both. Hindi and Marathi both language. So in Hindi, we called it as Sulekhan. In Marathi also, we called calligraphy as a Sulekhan.
Okay.
Sulekhan. Okay.
So,
I'll just pass you that. So it's a Sulekhan master. It's like Sulekhan master. क्योंकि या फिर master is like guru, we can say. So Sulekhan guru.
Sulekar Guru?
Yeah,
Ah,
that we can say. Yes, Sulekhan guru. That is a proper one. Yes,
okay.
and it's the same meaning in Marathi and Hindi both. They are same. Sulekhan is same word, similar word we can use in both languages.
How many scripts can you write, dude? Like I know like Copperplate is your main and favorite. I've seen also you do Fracture, but how many scripts, English scripts actually, can you write?
Okay. I write Anshul, I write Gothic. In Gothic, I go for Fracture, then Lombard, Bastarda,
Mm-hmm.
then Modern Gothic. Again, then I for the Copperplate, if you go Copperplate, Modern Script, Brush Lettering, then Spencerian, Ornamental Spencerian, and again nowadays I don't know what I'm learning. Nowadays I'm searching a new script to learn, like a mono lines. I would like to go for the mono lines too. I don't know it's like a calligraphy or not, but I like mono lines. They're really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like mono, like they're different. Like I think
Ha,
there's so many different, but some of the ones that Abhay does, I really like them. They're
yes,
really cool.
Abhay do a lot of them, so I love the work, his work of doing monograms, or not a monogram but mono lines. Sorry,
Yes, yes, yes.
his hand is really perfect into that.
Okay, can you tell me like few names of non-Indian calligraphers that you really like their work, that they inspire you and you follow what they do?
Yeah, definitely. One first name come into my mind is Michael Sull.
Okay.
His ornamental and Spencerian and all those kind of stuff is really great, and I really appreciate his work and the honesty towards his work. Again, second, I can prefer the Harvest. She is doing really nice work in Spencerian, teaching the old way of like how Spencerian can be done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Third, I guess I appreciate most of Susan Cunningham's flourishing work, like really. And then yeah, Tolga Virginie is there. Definitely, he's like a really experimental kind of person. Then Snooze One, my one of the favorite is the Snooze One. Actually, if I tell you, he's like doing crazy work with the types and all the kind of. He's like inventing the things every day. He's like really, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah, Nick
I
is super cool. I love
Yeah,
his work as well.
yes, and he's doing really nice. And I guess and the calligraphers from your area, like including you and others who are doing graffiti work, it's like crazy thing. I wanted to do it in my lifetime. And like I really want to go come there and want to paint whole thing with the graffiti.
Yeah,
Definitely,
that I don't
it's like
know.
a
Earlier when we were talking about stuff in India, I was thinking, man, I want to come to India, like to this. I don't know. You just
do
this
come.
whole podcast made me like, man, I want to see what's like how is there. Like, I'm
Oh,
really interested
definitely.
now.
Do come. We will host a nice big meeting for that. Like every calligrapher around the corner, they can come to the place and they we will have like nice thing. But yeah,
Awesome, man. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe that would be really super cool. Cause yeah, I think it would be super interesting. And yeah, as I said, there are so many Indian calligraphers that are in the crew. So
yes,
man, that's actually a great idea. We can do some event because there are quite a lot of.
definitely.
Okay, man, I'll have this in mind. I'll think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. How?
We can also do it like group wise. We can do a country wise kind of a event of a CM, and yeah, definitely would like to go for that. It's like a really nice thing. Like
Yeah.
around the corner, everybody puts a effort for something.
Okay, dude. Like, is there something that I didn't ask you, but you want to share about your journey, about calligraphy or
Okay.
anything like this?
No, no, I guess it's almost we have covered all of the things. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So
In that case, is there something you want to wish or give a tip to people that are listening now and that are thinking to start calligraphy, like something that's advice or whatever it is, a tip?
yeah, I don't want to sound like a kind of what you can say someone who is like praising them. No, you should do this, you should do that. It's not like that. But whatever they have started, like nowadays, I have faced many of the people, young people, face the problem that they started something, but in a meanwhile or in a few couple of days or month or week, they get bored with the stuff because they know like it's not happening, and they're just throwing that away. So in my opinion, I guess what we have done, like patiently we are working on the script and we are growing day by day. I guess they should have that kind of attitude and what you can say. Uh, they have attitude towards like learning new things. Nowadays, nobody is talking about the new things and everything. They are just talking about the market, the money, and how we do that, how we can do this. But mostly, I guess people should enjoy the journey, like when they started doing this, like what you do or what I do every day. Like we are enjoying whatever we do, but most of the people are not thinking like that, particularly in India, I'm saying, and around the world also. So many people are like looking toward calligraphy as a first business model, but it's not like that. It's not
Yes.
happen overnight, and we also know that it's not happen overnight. You have to give a time, you have to give a patience, you have to enjoy, basically. so
Yes.
so that's my thing to say to everyone, like just enjoy the process, just go with that and flow, you will get it.
That's a
That's
great
the thing.
advice. That's a great advice, bro. And wait, how do you say keep writing in Hindi?
Shit. लिखते रहो, हाँ, it's like
L-
लिखते रहो,
लिखते
लिखते रहो,
लिखते रहो
लिखते रहो,
लिखते रहो
हाँ, लिखते रहो,
लिखते रहो.
yes,
Okay,
लिखते
so
रहो.
so Avinash, it was a great pleasure to have you on the podcast, mate. I'm super grateful for you, and it was super cool to learn more about you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening, and likteraho.
Yes, that's the
Keep
thing.
writing.
Yeah, keep writing, लिखते रहो.